Hello, church family. It's 2 Minute Tuesday. As a congregation, we've spent this fall studying faith practices, the behaviors that form us as believers. This week, we're focused on generosity, the practice of freely sharing God's good gifts. As Christians, we share our time and our money, our property, our possessions, our spaces, our social influence, because we're convinced these things don't really belong to us. It's all God's property. He's entrusted all of these things to us for our blessing and enrichment, but also for His purposes. We are conduits of God's good gifts. Now, at the heart of generosity is trust, the simple conviction that the God who gave before will always give more. This brings us to Psalm 23, which begins, "The Lord is my shepherd." Depending on your translation, the next verse is different. My default translation, the New International Version, continues, "I lack nothing." This is a faithful translation of the original Hebrew, but it loses some of the meaning of the Old King James Version, which goes, "I shall not want." There's a subtle but significant difference between lack and want. Lack refers to an objective condition, the reality of not having, of being without. It's possible to go without something and not feel it, still be content. Want, on the other hand, refers to a subjective experience, the perception, the feeling that you don't have enough. It's possible to have everything in the world and still feel want. This distinction is important because throughout history, God's people have, in fact, experienced lack at different times and in different places. God's people have at times been deprived of basic necessities, food, clothing, shelter, safety, and security. Today, more Christians around the world are poor and at risk than are affluent and safe. Having the Lord Jesus as your shepherd, in other words, is no guarantee that you will lack nothing. But if the Lord Jesus is your shepherd, you will not want. You will always rest assured that He knows exactly what you need on this day or in this moment and is committed to giving it. You will find contentment no matter your situation, and you will always trust that no matter what you give, He will continue to provide. So probably the best contemporary way to translate the first verse of Psalm 23 is this: "The Lord is my shepherd. I have everything I need." When I'm anxious or face an unhealthy craving, when I'm confronted with an unexpected demand, or when I have an opportunity to give, I often recite this simple verse: "The Lord is my shepherd. I have everything I need." Try it. Try it. With the Lord as our shepherd, we will not want, and we're willing to give anything we have because He gives us everything we need.